Duval County, here in Florence. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from the Sunshine State. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Patriot Tootin. Not much to speak of. On that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 14 on the pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
There he goes again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jack Panther. Here we go. Jack.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
Brings up second and
1.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard.
Come on, come on.
Up the middle they go. And that'll give them the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back. and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative, freeing him up.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Making guys miss, and he's in. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and we can't do it a lot better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Arian Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Formation for the Jets.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
Come on, come on.
Now a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A nice throw by the rookie from Nebraska. It results in a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
That'll be complete to Tootin.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
18. Trap 60, trap 60.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second TD catch of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down. So after one, it's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime,
he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to bring this one back. 72 yards. Touchdown, Jets. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. A special teams magic moment from the rookie who takes it all the way. What a great way to announce yourself to your teammates as a huge part of this team.
Yeah, and there's no greater way to establish value and to earn a role on a team like than through special teams. Now, when you can do it as a returner and you can impact the game by putting points on the board, man, that is different. In this case, that's exactly what he does, and that is a huge impact play here by the young rookie.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll go with the counter on 1st down. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Set up the screen here for Chutin. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
That's good.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls it.
And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and the Jets have a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
First and 10. Bell is the man in motion. It's first down, and they'll run.
Number 32 on the carry. Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 41, here's second and 8. Trying the left side, here's Hall.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
It's now third and
9. Third down and 9. Back to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and they're going to get him down right at the 25. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get it. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground. Has an opening. Past the 40. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from 37, here's second and 8.
Let's go. Let's go. 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold.
Down.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive. Keep your offense on the field.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
To the ground, the first down run. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
On the jump. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Here we go. Set. Panther 6. Lightning and Keys.
They'll stick with him again. This will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take it.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Well, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
3rd and 10. Off to ETN, and he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 3. It's a fourth down.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, and remember his first return was taken back for a touchdown. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. He'll drop the throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 46, here's second down and 6. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here now, third and 5. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go. Set. Crack all 80. Dragon 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's the big tight end pass. Still going. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead.
Jets 14. Logan Cook kicking off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Jets first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss to the left. Here comes Hall. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
He was taken down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have the Jets first down by a good couple of yards, as a matter of fact. They pick up 6 on 4th and 4.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play. Unfortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. We'll go again with Hall. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Another run here with Paul.
Oh, he's going nowhere.
Knocked down hard in the backfield.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this a slight improvement over the previous plays. That don't lose yardage. It's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, they've gotten going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
Third and long.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall, and they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. Will bring up fourth down. The Jets will send out the field goal unit, officially an even 50-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Roll. Down. Ready.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
Second and 6.
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
From the 33, here's second and 6.
Let's go. Alert.
We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what plays coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down. Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Panther 11.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Cowboy 80. Hut, hut.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Moore. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Handoff here, up the middle. Finds an alley to the 35. And he's got another one. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stump him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
On the ready.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now a handoff. ETN. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Come on, come on. Let go.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 4th down.
Jaguars field goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of the receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Right back to Wilson, he's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's 1st and 10. Sell is the man in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Out to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Jets have a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. to the air now on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air again. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Foye Oluokun.
Richardson's pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Ready?
2nd and 11.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Let's go.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So shout